The following is a presentation of The Day.
Nobody enjoys losing, but there's a big difference between losing and being defeated. An early season schedule that featured Trumbull, Glastonbury, and NFA twice has seen the Waterford High School Lancers lose 5 times. That's more than the previous 2 years combined. But they refused to be defeated. Bill Bassett's boys didn't win back-to-back state championships without being resilient. And for seniors like Ryan O'Connell, Liam Kane, and Ryan Bakken, defeat is not an option. And if Lancer Nation has shown us anything, it's that they know how to turn the X into a house of horrors for opponents. Enter Old Lyme. Undefeated and flying high, the Wildcats sense their opportunity. Senior Aiden Using is a star, and Brady Sheffield and Ray Dahl form a potent backcourt with a championship on their mind. Coach K's Wildcats have penciled in 2020 as their year as they head to Lancer Nation. Can the Wildcats stay undefeated and continue their special season? Can the Lancers channel the energy of Lancer Nation and begin their turnaround? We find out on Game Day, live on theday.com.
Let's join Andy Walker, the voice of the Waterford Lancers in tonight's Go Gold game for childhood cancer. Each of the players tonight is going to have a representative, if you will, a child who was lost to this awful disease in tonight's special event. Andy Walker.
When the ball is tossed up to begin the game, the spirit of these children will be present, as well as the spirit of competition. This is high school sports at its best. And now for tonight's introductions. Old Lyme enters tonight's game with a record of 7 wins and 0 losses, led by head coach Kurt Kazier and assisted by Phil Fazzino, Ken Beeman, and Matt Watt St. Germain. Waterford enters tonight's contest with a record of 3 wins and 5 losses, led by head coach Bill Bassett, assisted by Mike Straneski, Tim Lineberg, and Kyle Florio. And now for tonight's starting lineups. For Old Lyme, playing in memory of Gabriela Castillo. At guard, a senior, captain, wearing number 13, Brady Sheffield. For Waterford, playing in memory of Marissa Satiro. At guard, a 5'11" senior captain, wearing number 4, Ryan Bakken. For Old Lyme, playing in memory of Dorian Murray. At guard, a senior captain, wearing number 25, Ray Dahl. For Waterford, playing in memory of Travis Brennan. At guard, a 6'1" senior, wearing number 3, Liam Kane. For Old Lyme, playing in memory of Bryn Levitsky. At forward, a senior, wearing number 11, Ty Dean. For Waterford, playing in memory of Nicholas Tissio. At guard, a 6'2" senior, wearing number 10, Robert Zawacki. For Old Lyme, playing in memory of Harold Alvarez. At forward, a senior, wearing number 33, Aiden Using. For Waterford, playing in memory of Madeline Garaya. At guard, a 6'2" junior, wearing number 20, Trevor D'Amico. For Old Lyme, playing in memory of Kim Ann Crowley. At center, a senior wearing number 35, Jared Ritchie. And for Waterford, playing in memory of Merrick Paul Tucker. At forward, a 6'5" senior wearing number 15, Ryan O'Connell. Let's hear it for the Waterford Lancers and the Old Lyme Wildcats coming together for a great cause. At the entrance to the Fieldhouse, Waterford Softball and the National Honor Society have set up a bake sale with all proceeds going to Camp Rising Sun. Please enjoy the baked goods, and we thank you in advance for your generosity. Officials for tonight's game are Mr. Rich Radiccioni and Mr. Bill Bono. Official scorer for tonight's game is Mr. Don Connors, and working the clock is Mr. Michael Strecker. At this time, we ask that you please rise, remove your caps, and direct your attention to the American flag as we pay honor to America, our military men and women currently serving at home and overseas who protect us, and our military veterans past and present, with the singing of our national anthem performed by Great Neck Elementary School's 5th grade chorus. Singing tonight in memory of John Walker Jr.
Game Day is brought to you by Waterford Dental Health. Voted the #1 best dental practice 5 years in a row in the Reader's Choice Awards. Visit them at 177 Boston Post Road or at waterforddentalhealth.com. And Sports Doctor, I have a giant smile on my face. I can't help it because right there is everything that's good about high school sports.
Yeah.
The Great Neck Elementary Chorus. Great job, kids, with the national anthem. And tonight's Go Gold game, I mean, if you don't get a little misty, conceptually, this is just, it's all that's good. It's linking the kids that are playing in the game with somebody who has passed away because of childhood cancer, honoring them. They go all out. You see the gold everywhere, both teams involved. It's just a great event.
Certainly a different meaning to the word pregame and the game in general. Just, yeah, fantastic for Waterford High School and Old Lyme participating in this, and a wonderful tribute. And how much, we've seen a lot of national anthems over the last few years on game day. Isn't it special when you see the elementary school kids sing it?
I could not stop smiling.
Yeah, it's great.
And again, there's reminders that as important as 7-0 Old Lyme coming in and state championships, as important as all that stuff is, there's still a much, much bigger picture out there.
Yeah.
And that was put fully into perspective tonight as we honored those lost through childhood cancer.
Well, here we go, Casey. It's tip-off time for the game tonight, and you got an undefeated team here in the Old Lyme Wildcats looking to do a little damage here at the X against the Waterford Lancers. Lancer Nation looks a little thin this evening. A little bit of a blackout over there, but still looks, we're used to seeing some bigger crowds over there, are we not?
Yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit that later.
All right.
We'll get into that. But right now, we're ready to tip it off. Now, little Birdie told me he likes Old Lyme by, about a bucket. He thinks Brady Sheffield's a guy to keep an eye on tonight. This lineup for Old Lyme, very familiar. This is the exact lineup we saw last year.
Yeah, good tip ball there between Using and Oak. And We're off to a good start here. Little Waterford comes out. Little man-to-man defense.
Dahl and Sheffield, the veteran backcourt. Here's an early three. Is good. Right off the bat, Ty Dean.
You see a little inside-outside basketball from the Wildcats. Not afraid to shoot the three.
Waterford will be methodical, not the Lancers you're used to seeing. They're going to, like you said, try to get O'Connell involved right away. There he is. Spins on Ritchie. And a good defense, and he turns it over.
He's going to need some touches, but he's going to attract a lot of attention down there.
Now, Ray Dahl, who we're going to see in a second, as Sheffield launches a three, no good, and O'Connell. Ray Dahl of Old Lyme, number 25, both in look and in style, plays like Ray in Hoosiers.
Yeah, sure.
He's the point guard from Hoosiers. Watch him
Right.
play. He looks like he's a throwback to 1940.
They've only got 15 kids on their JV and varsity roster, and I had a chance to talk to some of the kids before the game, and, you know, obviously with some injuries this year, so, you know, they're pleased with the way everybody has kind of stepped up. You know, it's a senior group. I mean, these kids are all back from last year, but they're playing together so well as a team.
O'Connell kicks it back out, three-pointer, back iron, and a nice rebound underneath on the line. It'll get turned over as Waterford, Zawacki had it on the line.
That's that inside-outside basketball that Waterford's going to need to, you know, to try to commit to. When a double team comes on Oak, kick it to the outside and try and knock down a three.
Using. Dean drives, no good, and O'Connell loses it out of bounds. It'll stay here. You're a little surprised O'Connell didn't take the shot when he got it in good position down there.
Yeah, a little bit.
He's normally full speed ahead.
Yeah.
There you see the less than full Lancer Nation. Using gets it in the paint, spins, kicks in the corner, and they swing.
Oh, unselfish basketball, the extra pass.
Floater off the backboard is good. Using.
Yep, 3 passes around the perimeter. Using gets the ball at the perimeter, makes his way to the rim for the easy bucket. That's team basketball right there. The star player is not afraid to give it up because he knows he's going to get it back. I like that.
Early 5-0 here for the lead for Old Lyme. O'Connell, pull back, step back, no good. Rebound underneath, nice look, and the finish is good by Zawacki on a great look from D'Amico. And a turnover the other way, D'Amico. Waterford causing a little problem there with the press. I like D'Amico's game. He drives, tries to find O'Connell, though, turns it over. Sheffield comes out of the pack. But I like what D'Amico brings to Waterford.
Yep, he's been inserted into the starting lineup. Plays pretty well. Sloppy pass there.
Nice look from O'Connell. Left-handed by Kane will finish it. It's a one-point game. Waterford's going to stay in their pressure.
Got Old Lyme out of sorts a little bit with that pressure, too.
Using has his pocket picked, but he recovers. Zip pass underneath. Basket is good by Ritchie. And Old Lyme will press. Little man pressure.
Yeah, you see these teams, again, trying to dribble through the pressure. Waterford Old Lyme got lucky on that last time with the almost turnover.
Little high screen. D'Amico will swing to Bakken. And to Kane, they're looking underneath. Bad pass by Kane. Trying to get it to O'Connell, and that was just an ill-advised pass. Cross court. Sheffield wide open three. No good. Rebound. Bakken. Old Lyme's had some good looks. Wide open threes. Waterford, you can see, trying to get the ball to O'Connell, but really kind of trying to force the issue here.
Well, he's going to command a lot of attention down here. He's going to keep working. Keep trying to free himself up.
Baseline drive and a little floater, no good. I think maybe he got a piece of it, did Using. D'Amico loses it, now Sheffield comes out of the pack. And good job going up by Ritchie to get it. Cross court, Using. Drives, floater, hangs, got it.
Well, you like the way he puts his body up there, takes the hit, and still has the ability to finish with the soft touch, the big fella. I like that. Get yourself in position, square up. Even when you take that body contact, you can still finish. You tell he's a senior and a scorer, can't you?
Yeah, he knows how to finish basketball. That's why he's going to play college basketball next year.
Brandeis next year. Brandeis, I'm sorry. Stand corrected.
Baseline, D'Amico, short. Using good position. He comes out of the pack. He wants to push. Nice job by Kane, though. stopping the pressure, stop ball. Nice job. In the corner, Sheffield with another open look. He passes up on it. Using pulls up from just inside the foul line, in and out, and a tip, and O'Connell comes down with it.
Again, over almost 5 minutes into this game, Waterford with only 4 points, Casey.
Yeah, Bakken's got to shoot that basketball. Coming the other way now, Sloppy.
Still searching for some sort of identity on the offensive end. Well, there's some identity.
O'Connell, three, good.
Take that, sports doctor. There's your identity.
Oak Tree for three. And a steal coming the other way. Give it back to him. Instead, Kane shoots the three. Got it! Yep. And the Lancers take the lead with a steal and a foul on the floor, and Lancers got a little energy.
A timeout for Old Lyme. A 6-0 run courtesy of the 3-ball for the Lancers. But again, I think that's what Waterford needed to energize him. Hit a three, get a steal, bang another three. Get going to the rim. If they sleptwalk for the first 5 minutes of the game, the last 20 seconds or so, they've been on fire.
Well, we talked about the X. If they don't play well here, they're not going to play well anywhere. This is their home.
Yeah.
They feed off the energy. They know this place. It's had a lot of great moments for them over the past few years, and you can see they flow as the energy flows.
Yeah.
Old Lyme, on the other hand, is making two huge mistakes. They're trying to make that cross-court pass to break the pressure, which is a terrible pass to make against this particular press. And the other thing is, they've got a big man who can dribble the basketball.
Right.
Let him dribble it. Let's take a look here. Trying to make that pass. After O'Connell hits the three, they try to make the cross-court pass.
Yep.
And instead, Waterford picks it off, and into the corner it goes for another three.
Yep.
So 6 quick points just like that.
Could be an 8-0 run here from the free throw line. 7-0 run.
D'Amico knocks the first one down, and Waterford has an actual lead. I mean, this is a well-earned lead here by the Lancers. Now it's 3. And they're going to go right into this pressure right away. Little diamond press. Sheffield beats it. Zip pass to Ritchie, and a block from behind, but a foul on D'Amico.
Well, Ritchie took the hit, getting himself to the free throw line, but again, passing the ball is how to beat the pressure, not dribbling the basketball. Like you said, how many times have we seen this year that back end is going to be exposed? Look up, makes your extra pass, get to the rim.
Ritchie will shoot too. I don't want to be overly critical, but the reality is this. At the high school level,
yeah,
unless you're facing a team with some exceptional length or athletes, exceptional, you should be able to break the press and get easy buckets on the other side because you could pass through it. The reason Waterford was so good last year was because they had exceptional length and athletes.
Yeah.
With Spellman and O'Connell and Sutton and even Kenny Hill, they had length.
Yeah. And
the quickness of Brennan. Those were exceptional length and athletes. Bakken hangs, can't finish, and D'Amico comes down with it for the offensive rebound. But, with Prince Tech, we saw Prince Tech. They had long guys. A steal by Dahl coming the other way. And Sheffield will pull it up, swings to Using, and we're going to get a walk. So, the Prince Tech team was long. They had 6'4", 6'4".
Yeah.
The Notre Dame team that we saw play East Lyme, right?
Yeah,
all
that's
that
right.
length, 6'5".
Yeah.
If you have that kind of length, you can do it. But a team with normal length, a regular team, which is what Waterford is, right?
Yeah, tough.
You should be able to break their pressure by passing the ball. You shouldn't have to dribble it at all.
Yeah, and they got a big man that can post up in the center of the court to try and see over the press. And without a doubt.
Jackson Warren checking into the ball game for Old Lyme. He'll give Sheffield a breather. Zip pass underneath. O'Connell finishes. Beautiful look from Kane.
Well, you like the movement without the ball that time from Oak. Came across, used the back screen, and the finish at the rim. A set play that is for Waterford.
Using tied up underneath, and we're going to get a walk. Great job by O'Connell. And this is what Old Lyme doesn't want to do. Don't let Ryan O'Connell start to get a little momentum, because that's a kid that he just eats energy and turns it into performance. Yeah,
and Using's going to have to raise his energy level right now because O'Connell has raised it in the last 3 minutes. And that's the marquee matchup here on the floor.
In low, Connell spins, and we're going to get a foul on the floor on Using. And, you know, Using's a good defender, but O'Connell, if you're going to let him get seated down there in the key, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah, not much. Old Lyme coach looking for an offensive foul. He is hot.
Well, you know what? If you want an offensive foul there, don't let your kid give him position that far down. You can't ask for an offensive foul when the guy did all the work. Great look to O'Connell, but he missed the bunny. Got his own rebound and a putback.
The Oak Show down low. 7 points for Ryan O'Connell.
Waterford senses a little pressure here. Using drives underneath to Dahl. High arcing three, no good, and O'Connell with another rebound.
Yep. Right now, Waterford recovering very well on the defensive end, not giving Old Lyme any easy looks.
Kane, wild shot, and the X touch.
7 points for Kane as well.
And the biggest lead of the game by either team, 7.
7's a wild.
Dahl now in Using.
Yeah, Waterford just pack it in that zone, Casey.
Nice kick out. Dahl for 3. That's going to be long, but he's going to get fouled by Bakken, and he'll shoot 3. And Waterford on a 14-2 run.
Yeah, they're going to pack it in that zone and make Old Lyme beat them from the perimeter. They're not going to let Old Lyme get any buckets down low. And one of these kids, whether it's Sheffield or Using or Dahl, is going to have to step up and knock down a three-pointer.
30 seconds remaining here in the first period, and this is the Lancer team we kind of expected. Again, it's tough when you have as much turnover as they have, and we can't understate the injury to Peyton Sutton, because instead of 2 leaders on the floor with Sutton and O'Connell, it was really O'Connell and a bunch of new guys. And to jump out of the gates with the likes of Trumbull, NFA twice, Glastonbury. It's a really now they lost to a Woodstock team that's won 5 straight. But they've beaten all the other teams. And I think people kind of was wondering what Waterford was about. You know, Old Lyme at 7-0. I mean, I kind of had this circled as a trap game for Old Lyme.
Well, Old Lyme, the kids told us our conference is a little bit weak this year. I mean, they play Glastonbury down the road, but they knew this was going to be a really, really tough, good test for them tonight.
4-point lead and the ball. O'Connell setting up shop down there. They want to get him the ball desperately. There he goes. Nice zip pass underneath. And a great job defensively by the Wildcats. Coming out of the pack is Dean, and they're going to look for the last shot. Sheffield, pump fake, three-pointer at the buzzer, no good. We're at the end of 1. Waterford with a 4-point lead. Second quarter on the other side. You're watching Game Day live on theday.com.
From last basketball season, my favorite moment was when the second team was scrimmaging against the starters for the game, and we really gave them a good fight and it prepped them for the Manchester game.
The semifinals, having that overtime and being able to win and come through with that was just like so exciting.
Definitely beating Summers to go to the state championship last year.
It was super hype in the locker room and on the way home.
Came back, came to the school, bunch of people waiting for us, mobbed us. It was really fun.
That's the first time our school ever got to play Mohegan Sun.
I would probably say the dunk in the fourth quarter during the state championship game last year.
I guess just sitting on the bench, I thought it was a good experience. You know, the crowd, at Mohegan Sun.
And we got there. We didn't finish the job, but getting there was my favorite moment in that moment.
Yeah, we got a good look at Ryan O'Connell doing some work and doing some damage by the rim. The big fella setting up shop down low, Casey, and he's the reason why Waterford leads by 4 at the end of 1.
Yeah, but if he's going to be Batman, they need Robin this year, and so far today it has been Liam Kane. He has had a really nice start to today's game, 7 points, and no hot dogging. That's the big key, too. No hot dogging.
And Connor Elsey, look at him. He's over there, too, huh? There he is. My man. There's
DJ Connor Smooth. That hair is glorious.
Yeah, dude, he's awesome.
Hair is glorious.
He is a rock star, is he not?
He really is. He really is. Well, his father's an actual rock star, so he might as well be. Look, give him a look. He looks more like a rock star. O'Connell for 3. No back iron. Tipped. And a nice job on an outlet to Using. He drives on O'Connell. Zip pass. Athletic by Ritchie. No good. Out ahead of the pack. O'Connell wants it. O'Connell wants to bring this house down like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah. I'd like to see Using challenge O'Connell at the rim, take it to him a little bit.
Long three, no good, ill-advised. Up ahead, Sheffield, zip pass to Dean, and the layup is good. That's a great job of transition, and I promise you Coach K was saying exactly that. Attack the pressure.
Yeah, good leak out that time, and good recognition leads to easy buckets. Get some easy scoring opportunities at the rim.
Steal, Dean, 1-on-2. And the basket no good, but the follow's good by Dean. Maverick Sweeney had a chance.
Yep.
Maverick Sweeney felt the need for speed.
I think the message in between timeouts was be more.
You're not going to acknowledge my Top Gun reference, Sports Doctor? Killing me. Kane, straightaway three is good. Now tell me about the message.
The message was to get to the rim. Need for speed, huh?
Well, his name's Maverick. Nice high rebound. O'Connell with another one. The tempo's picking up here, too. I like that.
The pattern's a little full out there, so they got to pick it up.
Thank you, Ghost Rider. Very nice. All right. About time you match. Nice zip pass underneath O'Connell. Nice fadeaway bucket is good from Cordair. Oh, O'Connell had the steal, but stepped slow. But that's going to be off Old Lyme. And right now, the sloppy play is favoring the Lancers. John Almy into the ball game for Old Lyme. His first action of the night. So Old Lyme goes a lot deeper than Waterford.
Yeah. A little 5-0 run here after this game was tied up at 18. And again, you talk about sloppy play from Old Lyme leading to that 5-0 run.
O'Connell going one-on-one and pulls up for the three, but Ritchie with good defense. And O'Connell says, give it back. Gets a high screen this time instead. Bakken baseline.
Good
and out of the
two-man.
pack comes Dahl. Oh, great job. With the tip was Cordair.
Two-man basketball by Waterford down low.
The drive, no good. Rebound and putback is good from D'Amico. Foul.
Yeah, Waterford has improved as far as playing team basketball since we saw them against NFA.
Yes.
Seem to be clicking a little bit better as a unit.
Sheffield a little too far, but kept in. Dahl drives. Now Sheffield wants the three. Side rim, no good. D'Amico with the rebound. And Waterford, chance to extend the lead. Now comes Bakken. He loses it out of bounds, and it will stay Lancer ball. And Coach right now trying to figure out what to do here. Substitutions in and out.
They're thin. They're thin on the bench. You know, there's a lot of those kids on the bench for Old Lyme are JV players that played the entire game. So, again, you only have 15 kids between your junior varsity and varsity. That's tough. Small school.
Three ball, no good, and out of the pack comes Sheffield. Drives, hangs, floater, good. Brady Sheffield with an athletic move in the paint. Cuts the lead to 5. And we're going to get a foul away from the ball on Sheffield. He didn't like that.
Ticky-tack foul that time on Sheffield, number 13. It's one of those things, too, when you're a team like Old Lyme coming off that success last year of losing in the state final, then you're returning, a lot of these kids were pieces to that puzzle. Obviously, Hogan is out with an injury. Kids have to pick it up, but, they still think they have the goods to try to get back to the Mohegan Sun. And obviously games like this, Casey, are telltale for them.
Yeah,
Challenges.
They'll find out a lot about themselves. O'Connell hangs, reverse, athletic, Oak.
Again, the commitment now to get him down on the block and get him by the rim where he can be effective.
7-point Lancer lead. Dahl directing traffic for the Wildcats.
A little 9-2 run here for Waterford.
Got to get Using involved. Dahl drives, hangs, floater. No good. Using with the rebound. Goes up strong and finishes.
Yeah, his most aggressive move of the game. I like it, big fella. Go up and get it and finish it. That's what I like to see. You know, sometimes when you're playing against a tough competitor like Ryan O'Connell, you need to match that energy level. That's what I need to see out of number 33 in blue. Good move, good finish.
O'Connell. You keep zipping passes into the paint to guys who can't do anything if they get the pass in the paint. That's the fundamental problem. He should be the guy in the paint getting the pass.
Yeah.
But zipping a pass to a small guard in the paint isn't helping anybody. I mean, it looks fantastic, but it's like the
zip pass?
Well, it's like the dog chasing the car. What's he going to do if he catches it?
Zip pass?
Pull up, baseline, rattles around, no good, and it'll be Waterford basketball.
Boy.
They're going to say it went off of an Old Lyme player.
Sure. Old Lyme, a little zone here too.
Bakken shoots the three, no good. Tipped around, O'Connell fighting for it, and he's going to go to the line and shoot too. That's just all effort.
Work. Yep, that's work. That's work by number 15. And again, Casey, he moves without the basketball on an offensive set, and when a shot goes up, he is making a beeline to the rim.
You know, you can, I would say that rebounders are like leaders. You can make them, but I think they're kind of born.
Yeah.
You know, there are guys who just know how to rebound the basketball. They have a tenacity, their ability to see everything, know the angles, know how to slice.
Like a Dennis Rodman.
They just know how to rebound,
yeah.
You can make a good rebounder by teaching them fundamentals and teaching them how to box out and all that. You can make someone a good rebounder, but a great rebounder, I think, is born. And O'Connell's a great rebounder. He just knows how to get to the ball.
You think about that. You think about a guy like Dennis Rodman in the NBA. Almost every year he was in the league, he was probably in the top 3 in rebounding.
Yeah.
Didn't matter if he was with the Pistons. Didn't matter if he was with the Pistons, the Bulls, or the Lakers, wherever he was at the end. The guy was, 12 and change, or 13 rebounds a night.
Yeah, he averaged, but I think at the end of his career, he averaged like 14 rebounds, 12 piercings, and 13 tattoos.
And 2.5 points a game.
And maybe a couple of Kardashians.
And 2.5 points a game.
That's right. Oh, missed opportunity there as Waterford tried to jump it instead. 3-ball is good. Ty Dean. The shooter. 10 for Dean. Underneath, good pass from O'Connell, and the finish that time is good.
Cordair with the extra dribble got away with it. Got himself to the rim. And again, Waterford trying to find ways to beat the zone. The extra pass. Good touch that time by Owen Cordair.
Got to work the high post with Using. There it is. One dribble, pull up is no good. Rebound underneath by Ritchie, and he'll kick it back out. Old Lyme will reset. Dahl swings. Dean for 3. Back iron no good, and Kane will come out of the pack. Kane forgoes the 3. And an interception there by Sheffield. Sheffield will push. Spin, left. Oh, Brady Sheffield.
Smooth from the Irish fella. The left-handed delivery.
Cuts the lead to 3. Kane, pull up 3, back, no good, tipped. Sheffield comes out of it again. And we're going to say, wow, that's a tough call right there.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to say that Sheffield just lost it. I thought Kane knocked it away. Little tip, no?
Mike DeMauro agrees with you.
That's all that matters.
Mike hasn't missed a call all year.
That is all that matters to me. If Mike DeMauro agrees,
he's not missed a call all year.
That's all I care about.
Of course.
The whole world could be against me, but if Mike DeMauro likes me, I'm good. Good Kane for 3.
All right, Kane is stepping up and lighting things up from behind the arc tonight. He has played well. 13 points for Liam Kane.
Other way, Dahl. O'Connell swats him and then tells him
Talking
about
a little
it.
smack, says Oak, get out of here.
Not in the X. That's what he said.
Oh, my.
Sheffield for 3. Got it. Brady Sheffield.
Heating up. Heating up, buddy.
Back and forth action. Zip pass, there it is. O'Connell hangs. Can't get it to go. Using. Sheffield forgoes the three, and he'll get fouled on the floor. And with 24 seconds remaining, Coach Bassett looking for an answer out there for Brady Sheffield.
Yeah, I like the drive and the kick that time from Sheffield. Sorry, Casey. He seems to be playing a lot more aggressively in the last 3 minutes of this half. You know, he's one of those kids who's going to step up if Using is struggling a little bit, and Sheffield's answered the bell tonight.
Old Lyme will inbound, down 3. Coach, long 3, back iron, no good. Out of the pack, up ahead it goes. D'Amico, floater, good. D'Amico, 8 seconds, Using. Sheffield, no call. The tip, no good. Playing a little volleyball out there. And we are at halftime. An exciting first half has seen the Waterford High School Lancers with big leads and finally settling in with a 5-point cushion here at halftime. The Sports Doctor will have a couple of questions with head coach Bill Bassett. Sports Doctor.
Bill, you guys are taking a 5-point lead into the locker room. What worked for you guys in the first half?
You know what, I thought our guys just kind of adapted on defense. I really like the way they helped each other out. I got guys, you know, kind of playing out of position, but they're communicating and they're helping out each other in the zone spots where someone's not is. Someone will step up and take it until we can recover and move around the defense.
Now, the offensive flow and rhythm to this game, with everybody getting touches, you happy with the ball movement?
I'm extremely happy with the ball movement. Inside out is what we're doing, and I'm proud of the guys so far.
The one thing you got to talk about in the locker room to close this game out with you guys is?
We got to finish, keep playing with energy, and finish.
All right, good luck, Bill. Casey.
Thank you, Sports Doctor. Liam Kane stepped up big time in the first half with 13 points. 3 from the corner was good, and the Lancers have a 5-point lead as we head into halftime. Join us for halftime action on the other side.
Looking back, I liked AP Psychology last year. It was really interesting to learn a few things that I really didn't know about the brain, you know, pathways inside there, everything about that. And then it was taught by Mr. Eckhart. He's a really cool guy. His son actually played for Waterford a few years back.
AP Psychology with Miss Perpich. I really like that class. It's cool to learn about the brain.
I like my English class with Miss Burke. I think it's just a really interesting class.
I like English. I've had Mr. Roberts for 3 years out of my 4 years of high school, and I like him a lot.
Big science guy, so definitely like bio, taught by Miss Freed. Chemistry, taught by Miss Kelly and Miss Walter.
Drafting, Mr. Cassie teaches it, and I just like it because it's laid back, there's no homework, and you just get to work at your own pace and just design things.
I think my favorite class is ECE Physics, taught by Mr. Lilly. It's a really fun class.
Woodworking with Mr. Carby, the one and only.
Mr. Lilly's ECE Physics 1 from last year. We did a lot of awesome experiments, and it was a great class.
Probably U.S. history with Mr. Chris Gallo. I like the class just because it's interesting. I like the teacher. He's also my track coach.
Chinese with Mr. Wong. I've taken it this is my 4th year, and it's just an awesome class every single day. He's got a different assignment that's fun to do, and it's just really interesting to me.
A couple of the youth players of the Waterford High School future. The youngsters here as we have halftime at the X, 35-30. Waterford on top as we await. And while we're waiting at halftime, we'll have full highlights and action on the other side. But let's take this moment to check out some of the highlights here from game day.
Something I'm good at outside of sports is probably skiing. I'm all right at skiing.
I'm good at sailing, and I'm also very good at drawing.
I guess it's kind of away from sports, but I'm really good at ping pong. It's more of a activity than a sport.
I can play piano. I learned it when I was young, and I've been able to play ever since.
I can solve the Rubik's Cube and juggle.
I can do the worm pretty well.
I would ask you to demonstrate, but I don't know if we have enough room in here.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think I'm a pretty good writer. I tend to do pretty well on essays, even though I might not like to be writing them.
I don't know. I like movies a lot. I like watching movies, and I'm pretty good at quoting movies. I do that a lot with my teammates, so it's probably my special ability.
What's the go-to movie to quote?
Happy Gilmore.
Hi, my name is Riley Gagno, and I play volleyball at Waterford High School. Definitely when we won ECCs against Fitch, that was honestly the best moment of the season because going into ECCs, we knew we were going to be facing a lot of teams like Lyman, Memorial, and Fitch, and all those really good teams. And so I think when, like, the very last point, or I don't remember what the score was of the last set, but the very last point when my teammate Sabrina Kobieluk went up to joust Nora Ryan, and she got the joust, and we all just looked at each other and we just screamed. That was definitely the best moment of the season. Something I'm known for, it's with volleyball, but it's like on the court. I'm very, like, I think all of our teammates are, honestly, at Waterford. I'm very superstitious, so like you might notice like none of our teammates touch the ball. So like once the other team like tosses the ball over because we have the serve, like you have to back it out of the way. You can't touch the ball because it's like bad luck on the ball. So like I'm like, don't touch the ball. Like, let it go. Let it roll right to the server. And if you do touch it, you have to redo your high fives with your teammates. So that's something that everybody makes fun of me for. Probably my dad would be my biggest sporting influence because he grew up doing a lot of sports. He was really athletic. He was a basketball guy. And during middle school, I was really into rec basketball, and he was the coach. He was one of the coaches for rec in Waterford. And so he always pushed me to, not really skill-wise, but he always said that every sport is mostly a mental game, and you have to be in the mindset of it. So I think that my biggest influence would be my dad, and he's always there to help me out. So yeah. After I graduate, I want to go to college and hopefully play volleyball, depending on where I'm going, but hopefully play Division III volleyball and go in for elementary education and become an elementary school teacher in Connecticut. So.
Welcome back here to the X. It's Childhood Cancer Awareness Night, the Go Gold game. And I have two people who most of you probably do know on site, Matt and Amy Garaya. If you remember back, prayers for Madeline, and finally all of the goodwill surrounding Madeline's fight as we lost her to childhood cancer. And Matt, I'll start with you. What does a night like this mean for you guys as a family?
I just love that people are still keeping Madeline in their thoughts. You know, it's been a few years now since we lost her, and I love that people are still thinking about her and thinking about the cause. We brought a lot of attention to the cause because people were good to us. We wanted to help other people out in Madeline's situations. We love that the momentum is still going.
Why don't you tell us who this beautiful one behind us is?
This is my daughter, Julianne. This is Madeline's sister.
Now, Julianne, when I saw her last, you were much smaller than this. And Amy, who do we have here?
We have Anthony, Madeline's little brother.
You were way smaller the last time I saw you.
Yes, he was.
Amy, when you see a community like Waterford, have a game like this tonight and talk about childhood cancer, I mean, no one has been more directly affected than you, but what would you tell people that are watching right now who want to get more involved with the cause? What should they do?
Oh gosh, there's so much. I think the number one thing that we always kind of talk about is just awareness. And that's exactly what tonight is doing, is bringing awareness. I mean, there are a lot of wonderful foundations set up and a lot of ways that we can help the children. Camp Rising Sun, who this night is for, is a fantastic place where Madeline herself used to go and loved. But I think the more we talk, the more we raise awareness, the more we work towards answers.
And I think that's a really important thing. You know, tonight represented sort of everything that is good about high schools and communities. To watch each of the kids go out with someone who unfortunately succumbed to childhood cancer, and see that represented, it brings it in to the kids. What have you seen from the high school kids in their response to just sort of the enormity of all of this?
We taught a lot of these kids. My wife and I teach in Waterford, so I'm looking out in this court and I'm seeing a lot of the students that we taught, and I love that. I'm probably not answering your question very well.
No, you are, because you're describing exactly what we're talking about with the community. To see that they're high school kids and they get it. It's a bigger moment than the back-to-back state champions, undefeated team, and none of that matters in the pregame. The looks on their faces of how serious they took it. What do you see as a teacher, as a father? What do you see when you see that?
Some very well-raised children to kind of put something so serious, and to not lose sight of it. They have a really important game going on here today. I remember I was in high school one time, And this is their whole lives right now, these basketball games, as it should be. And yet still in that context, they're able to remember people like my daughter and other people right now. Tens, dozens of kids in Connecticut right now are presumably fighting the same thing, and they're not losing sight of it despite the importance of this game.
Well, I will forever be able to close my eyes and picture Madeline smile. She was a young woman that made an incredible impact on an entire community, and that speaks volumes that your family is here tonight, that you have remained so vocal and active, and while the community certainly embraced you, I give you credit for embracing us back, because you don't have to. You didn't have to make yourself a part of it, but you have. Just give me, as we head back into the second half, just give me both of your sort of final thoughts on just anything at all relating to the cause.
Sure. I just want to say childhood cancer is a very scary topic, and I think that's why it's not talked about as much. So the fact that this community in particular is so open to talking about it, raising awareness, playing for these kids, says a lot about who we are and how comfortable we are with helping each other.
I think that's great.
You said it well. Amy always says it better than
I'm
I
about
do.
to say, smart man, let it go out on a win. Let me get a fist bump over here, and let me get a fist bump over here. The Garaya family, everybody will continue to keep you as part of our extended family as well. I want to thank you very much for being here with us tonight.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. There's Lancer Nation. They're hot dogging it, getting ready for a second half. 5-point Waterford lead. And we'll bring the sports doctor back in here momentarily as we get ready for second half action here at the X. It'll be Old Lyme basketball. And they'll try to cut into this 5-point Waterford lead. Sheffield, wide open three, back iron, no good. Dahl, though, with the rebound and the follow. Nice job, Ray Dahl, getting position and putting back the offensive glass.
Right back into that zone look goes Old Lyme. Casey, little 2-3. Almost like a matchup zone. They cover Oak in the middle.
Bakken. Baseline, Zawacki blocked by Ritchie. I want to take a moment, though, to kind of finish up on the Garaya family, because they're a gorgeous family, inside and out, and the way they approached the unthinkable. And for any of you out there who have a child, I think you know what I mean when I say the unthinkable. The way they approached the unthinkable and embraced the community and said, we want to make ourselves vocal and visible and talk about it, and we're not hiding in the shadows. And instead of grieving privately, they grieved publicly, and they brought an entire community with them. And they are, as much as anybody, responsible for nights like tonight happening. And the openness with which they've shared themselves, I just can't say enough about them. They're a beautiful family, and I'm glad we had a few minutes with them. Other direction, Sheffield, no good. But Using, and he loses the dribble, up ahead. Oak goes hard, draws the foul, basket's good, and he's going to talk about it. Ryan O'Connell, the energy level just went up a tick.
A little woofing, a little chomping at the bit afterwards by Oak.
He's got to be careful, because that's...
He's got to be careful. That could be borderline taunting. He's done that on a couple different occasions, and I'm not going to take anything away from his passion, but I think at some point, Bones and/or Rad's going to have to tell him, hey, play on.
No more of that.
That's right.
No more of that.
We like it, but just kind of play on.
Dahl swings. Now they're going to have to. They're taking Using out of this thing from the high post.
All right. Well, they triple team him as soon as he gets the basketball.
He's got to find that cutter, and they're trying to, but Waterford collapses on it very well. There's a good look. Now Using's got to find. There's got to be a cutter. Hangs in the air. Basket is good, and the foul. Aiden Using doing it himself.
Well, there's your cutter. Number 33 is the cutter and the finish at the rim, so maybe he needs to be a little more aggressive. So, if he's not going to find a cutter going to the basket, maybe he's got to take matters into his own hands a little bit.
You're right, sports doctor, but you just got done saying how they triple teamed him. That time, no one went
No,
anywhere
no
near
one
him.
either, no.
So there was no cutter because they went 5 out against it, and he's got no one there. So the zone didn't collapse. It was a nice read. Turnover the other way now. Good job, Old Lyme. And I think Old Lyme's got to turn up the pressure a little bit against the Waterford guards. I mean, the Waterford guards have not handled pressure all that well this year, and I think Old Lyme needs to start playing a little bit more aggressively on their side of the basketball. Into Using, nice kick out. Sheffield for three, back iron, and Bakken comes down. Out of the pack now comes Liam Kane. He of the 13 first half points. And they're obviously aware of him. Dahl comes right out on him. There it is up top.
An extra pass.
Kane got it. 3 for number 3.
There's 16 points for Liam Kane, and he has been filling it up from downtown.
In the corner, Dahl. Hard drive blocked by Bakken. Up ahead, O'Connell stripped off his knee. It'll be Old Lyme basketball. And O'Connell has some words for Lancer Nation. Said, keep up the energy, guys. Let's go. A little full court pressure now by Waterford. Good break and a nice job by O'Connell. Up ahead it goes, and O'Connell, nice pass, Bakken. Oak.
That little no look by Oak that time, a little wraparound pass.
10-point lead.
Yeah, Waterford playing with a lot more energy here in the second half than his Old Lyme.
Dean for 3. Good. Ty Dean. He's got 13.
You know, when these shooters, you know, when they find their rhythm a little bit, whether it's Liam Kane tonight with 16 or whether it's Dean, you know, it's amazing how much confidence you get when you start knocking them down a little bit. You're not afraid to let it fly. You know what I'm saying? You got to get in the rhythm a little bit. You knock a few down and your confidence grows. Next thing you got 16 points. You got 13 points. You know, so when you got a guy like here, boom, from 3, that basket looks huge.
Yeah, Ty Dean's a shooter. You know, it's funny because people ask, you know, what's the difference between, say, Old Lyme and NFA? It's that Liam Kane didn't have that open look against NFA because their zone is so active.
Yeah.
And they do have that length we talked about. And the guys like Xavier Marquez and Nolan Mulkentine and Jared Martin, I mean, their on-ball defense is so good.
Right.
And so Old Lyme isn't NFA athletically or the tenacity of defense, and so there are some available areas, and Kane is really doing a great job finding them.
2-2-1 here, picked up by Old Lyme. Trap right there.
Extra pass, though, ill-advised. Out of the pack comes Using, all the way to the basket. Using, I sing, we all sing for Using.
Like I said, be a little more aggressive, son. Take
11.
matters in your own hands.
Yeah, 11.
Again, that was set up off the pressure, Casey. Turnover off the pressure.
Oh, silky smooth is Trevor D'Amico. He's got that baseline jot down pat. Straight away, Using, back iron.
I like the shot, though. Good look.
Yeah.
Good, clean look. I like the shot.
Yeah, if he's going to play Division III basketball, he's got to be able to knock that shot down, too. So
not be afraid to take it.
That's even better. Oh, Sheffield steps in front, drives, hangs, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2. Foul will be on Bakken.
There's a little emotion out of Sheffield, too, saying, let's go. I'll match your energy, Oak. You're a tough kid, huh?
Sheffield's not going to back down.
Irish, no way tonight.
Well, I mean, he's, I'm not sure that he is. Sheffield is not necessarily.
That's right. No, you're right.
And if I, do that, and he's from, from a different space, we could have some problems.
Okay.
I don't know if you know this, but the issues between the Irish and the English have gone back centuries.
Connor Hogan, we haven't really talked too much about him tonight. Kevin Hogan's son, who's missing this season with a ACL injury.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, he was supposed to be one of those big pieces to the puzzle here for the Wildcats this year.
Just similarly, Peyton Sutton on
Yeah.
the bench for Waterford. And it was nice to see him in the walking boot, clearly feeling a little better. D'Amico, short, Using with a strong rebound, looked right up to run.
Take that shot if you get the clean look on the outside.
Sheffield hangs. Oh, beautiful look to Dean. And the lead is 3.
Yeah, just like that.
Well, Old Lyme turning up the defensive here a little bit. There's a tip by Ritchie. Back to O'Connell. O'Connell tried to make the extra pass, and it'll be Old Lyme basketball. I think O'Connell's got to shoot that ball. Right, get in the lane.
Yeah, good. Yeah, nice catch. Catch and shoot, rise up from about 6 feet. Yeah. He tries to make that extra pass, try to find the back end. Old Lyme with a chance to tie after being down by 10 a minute ago.
That's hard to believe.
We're down 45-35.
Dahl, step back three, short. O'Connell, and we're going to get a whistle as Dahl.
Dahl got him. He knew it. He raised his. How many kids you see nowadays raise their hand after a whistle? Not many.
No.
Usually guys like, not me.
That's right.
He raised his hand. He said, yes, you call my name and number. Most kids are, you following me?
I always try to convince the official that it's a different kid when my best kid reaches in, and I go, that was on 20, right? 20, the kid that I don't care if he's in the game or not.
Yeah, right. How'd that go for you?
Yeah, they don't listen. No, of course not. Oh, nice crossover. And a foul on the up. We're going to call it on the floor. Nope, yeah, they are. They're going to call two-shot foul. Going to the line to shoot two will be Trevor D'Amico.
Yep.
I can't, I've said it a few times, but I love D'Amico's energy and presence, and that's the third on Sheffield. It's a big foul. Now 3 on Sheffield, so we'll see if he takes a seat here in the third quarter. And D'Amico's going to shoot 3, which is a big turn of events here because that lead can go quickly in the other direction.
Playing with a lot more confidence, too, isn't he? D'Amico, I mean, he looks really smooth out there.
I feel like all of them are.
Yeah.
I feel like D'Amico, Kane, Bakken are all playing with a lot more confidence than what we saw earlier in the year. But again, not having NFA breathing down your necks the whole time can do that.
Kick ball there on the forced pass. And again, Old Lyme is undefeated. They're a legit team, and this is a Waterford team that's I don't use the excuse of back-to-back nights with kids getting tired. Not when you're in high school.
Dean! Oh! Ty Dean!
He's feeling it, isn't he? From that corner over there. Dive to the corner, straight up, no thinking, just shoot the basketball.
And in the other direction, Kane off of Bakken's face, and Bakken's going, listen, I'm a quarterback.
That's the second time. One time with O'Connell, and that time with Bakken, trying to make that extra pass, that little cutie pie pass on the backside where it goes out of bounds.
Well, Bakken's right. He's saying, if I catch it, what am I supposed to do with it?
Yeah.
One thing I will say about Using, I don't love that he picks his dribble up very easily.
He does.
Very easy he picks his dribble up. I'd like to see him hold it a little more. 18 points for Ty Dean.
Yeah. Shot the ball well.
You know the old game day adage, do a feature on a kid, he scores 18 points. O'Connell, again.
You want to see him shoot that basketball.
Shoot the ball.
Turn a corner and shoot from 8 feet.
Absolutely. I mean, is that not the better shot?
Foul line jumper.
Pull back for O'Connell is short. And a big, strong rebound by Using. And we're going to reach in foul on Bakken.
You're right. When O'Connell turns the corner and he is inside the paint, he has the height to rise up and knock that down from inside the foul line. Instead, we saw a set there where he backs off and tries to shoot a fadeaway. You told me what's the easier shot.
Exactly.
Moving towards the basket from 8 feet or shooting that fadeaway from about 13.
Yeah, Bakken's got 3, so he's going to go to the bench. And Goldschneider, the sophomore, is going to come into the ballgame.
Coach him up a little bit, will you, Coach?
2-point Lancer lead. If we've seen Liam Kane as the extra guy for Waterford, it's been certainly Ty Dean has stepped up here for Old Lyme. And this guy, Sheffield for 3, short. But the heads up followed by Dahl. That's the second time that the Lancers have lost their Dahl, and it's tied at 49.
Tie game. 14-4 run by Old Lyme. Tie this thing up.
Oh, nice move. D'Amico, the scoop, no good. Using with the rebound. Dahl, baseline, hangs, basket, good, and the foul. Oh, what a swing, Ray Dahl.
And a little juice over there from the Old Lyme student section that traveled all the way from Old Lyme, I guess you would call it.
All the way from?
All from 15 minutes not even over the bridge.
Right up Route 1.
Right up Route 1.
I know, because I came from Old Lyme.
I did not.
I had to pick my car up at place in Old Lyme.
In car trouble?
No, they did some recalls.
Oh, okay.
Free. That means free stuff. We
All
like
right.
free stuff on the car. So I came over here, and Dahl finishes, and how about all of a sudden a 3-point lead for Old Lyme?
Yeah.
It's been a while since
Good
they've
ball
had a
game.
lead in this game.
Good ball game.
Got to get O'Connell a touch.
They're packing that zone in. 5 guys on Ryan O'Connell right now. They're fronting him. They're backing him. They're just trying to keep the ball out of his hands. There's got to be an open shooter. You got to try and free up Kane or somebody to help out O'Connell.
O'Connell in the corner.
Dangerous pass.
Very dangerous. Down to 14 seconds. They might as well pull it out and get the last shot here.
Yeah.
Baseline hang, no good. Tipped. And it's going to go out of bounds, and Old Lyme will have a chance with 1.9 remaining. Hard to believe, though, the Wildcats are going to go into the half with into the fourth quarter with a lead.
Yep.
That's a 5-point lead. They went down. Waterford had a 5-point lead at halftime. It's an 8-point swing here in the third quarter.
With a 10-point lead in the quarter.
Using at the buzzer. No good. We're at the end of 3. 52-49 Wildcats. Fourth quarter action on the other side. You're watching Game Day live on theday.com.
Well, I would go Buffalo Wild Wings.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Buffalo Wild Wings and boneless teriyaki wings.
Boneless sea salt and vinegar.
Boneless wings there. Some buffalo sauce.
Papa John's.
Frank Pepe's Pizza.
Phil Meades and having just like pasta.
Probably Wendy's or something. Maybe a 4 for $4.
Every big win, post-game meal at the Parthenon Diner.
The Parthenon.
The Parthenon.
The Parthenon Diner in Old Sabre.
I mean, the whole team usually goes to the Parthenon.
Best diner around.
I get the Very Hungry Man every time.
I just get chicken tenders, some fries with some honey mustard, maybe a pick-me-up shake from Harry.
The Nutella French toast.
The gluten-free pasta.
I usually get the Really Hungry Man just because it's a lot of food for $10.
Game Day is brought to you by Waterford Dental Health. At Waterford Dental Health, our entire team is dedicated to providing you the personalized, convenient, and affordable dental care you and your family deserve. Visit us at 177 Boston Post Road or at waterforddentalhealth.com.
JJ Brennan. Hey, JJ. Talk about a kid that can light it up from three-point line. In the house tonight. And what a huge swing in that third quarter for Old Lyme. They were down by 10, now up by 3.
Following his own shot is Coderre.
Right into pressure go the Lancers.
That's right. They got to make a shot in order to do it. So that's the key. You want to stop pressure, don't let them score. Dangerous pass, but you got Using there, which is always helpful. In the corner, Sheffield, wide open look for 3. Front iron, no good. And a strong rebound by Ritchie. Underneath to Sheffield with the right hand, and it follows. Good.
Yeah, good look that time by Ritchie, Casey. The delivery, the send-in. Sheffield doing some dirty work down there by the glass. Second chance scoring opportunity.
Nice shot, no good. And we're going to get a foul on O'Connell over the back as he crashed into Dean and knocked him to the ground. Dean and Dahl went to the ground, and O'Connell picks it up. That's his second.
I'll tell you one of the things you're impressed with this Old Lyme team, Case, down by as many as 10 on the road at the X and fight their way to take the lead at the end of the third quarter. That's a sign of a good basketball team.
There's Dean for 3. No good.
Wow,
He rattled
in
it
and
out.
out.
That's an ex-opponent rattle right there. Other way, O'Connell wants it. Dahl almost picked it off. O'Connell drives baseline. Beautiful pass to a cutting Coderre.
Yeah, too many guys watching O'Connell. Nobody on the backside to pick up Coderre. He slips in for the easy bucket.
Oh, Sheffield to Dean. Can't finish it. Up ahead, O'Connell. 2-on-1. Stutter step. Drives on Using. No good. Tip. And Sheffield comes out with it.
O'Connell comes with a head of steam, does he not?
It's like a caged tiger. Using, left hand. Oh, give it up to Dahl. Nice job collapsing the Waterford defense. Nice pass by Using.
Oh, there you go. The recognition by the big fella. The double team comes, is open on the back end. Aiden Using, unselfish.
Just like O'Connell on the other side, Using to Ritchie. Bakken goes, and he's going to get a traveling call.
Good call. Good call. That's a good call by Rad. Bakken's got, no, that's a good call. That was a good call.
He says, I want a foul. He's saying, I got tripped.
No, they traveled.
Oh, Lancer Nation, about time you got into it a little bit. I like the energy's picking up a little bit.
Yeah.
That's what we like to see. Using hangs, can't finish, and O'Connell rips it down.
Waterford looking to push.
3 for O'Connell. Got it! Ryan O'Connell ties us at 56.
Right back into the pressure, and they back off of it.
Sheffield for 3, no good. And another rebound by the Lancers. This time by Zawacki, and he's fouled.
15 for Oak on the night after that three-pointer, Casey. Quick shot that time, I think, by Sheffield. Just try to come down and try to, match 3 for 3. Get yourself into an offensive set, get some looks. I thought it was a little bit of an ill-advised shot by Sheffield.
Well, O'Connell's got 15 points. He's got to have about 15 rebounds. And then about 12 stare downs. So the energy for O'Connell is definitely part of it. Oh, big screen that time. Bakken drives, floater blocked by Using.
Got numbers here if you hustle.
Sheffield, got to find Dean. Instead, he goes all the way with the right hand. And a little savvy Frank Sablone gave him a little screen down on the baseline to let him get that shot off. I like that.
Yeah, step in here, walk this way.
Look at all the bodies on the floor. We love it. Up ahead, Sheffield hangs in the air, blocked from behind by Bakken.
A sloppy play, too much dribbling through the pressure from Waterford leads to a turnover, and then a hustle play coming back from Bakken. Is a good basketball game. Back and forth action. Teams going at it pretty good here. High level basketball here tonight, folks.
Dahl wanted to get it into Sheffield, into Using. Instead, Ty Dean buries it from the baseline.
Listen, this kid is just catch and shoot, no think, rhythm. Please, thank you. Can I have another?
Cut him as a freshman, huh?
Yeah, Ty Dean.
O'Connell wants a clear out.
Michael Jordan got cut from his freshman team.
Pull up for 3, no good. A strong rebound by Sheffield, and he's going to go to the floor with the foul. Energy picking up, 4-point Old Lyme lead as we're under 4 minutes.
Michael Jordan get cut as a freshman too from his high school basketball team.
Yep, and Jeff Bagwell got cut by Teddy Lombardo in Middletown Legion when he was 14. He turned out all right.
Not too bad.
Mike DeMoro smiles. Middletown, his home. Oh, strong rebound by O'Connell.
Better job here for Old Lyme, Casey, in the fourth quarter, getting back on defense, not allowing Waterford to leak out and getting easy looks.
O'Connell on the cut, hangs in the air, basket is good, and the foul. And O'Connell high steps it to the foul line.
Again, the movement without the basketball, not standing around and watching the paint dry, is Ryan O'Connell comes right down the lane and finishes.
Now this has been on with Liam Kane on the bench, by the way.
Yeah.
He's checking back into the ball game right now, as that's the 4th foul on Ty Dean. And Ty Dean has been the second best option. Actually, he's been the best option.
He's been the best option tonight, yeah. Basketball game here. Good, fast-moving, crisp-paced game.
O'Connell knocks it down, cuts the lead 2-1. Almy back in the lineup for Old Lyme. And looks like we might have ourselves a basketball game. Sheffield drives. No good with the right hand.
A shot by Using, keeping that ball alive. Second chance points here possibly for Old Lyme. Pull the trigger on that, son.
Using spins, instead finds a cutting Almy. And back up top to Dean. Dean pull up from the elbow. Good.
Oh, boy, this kid is just finding the bottom of the net every time he shoots the hoop. And I like the turn. And again, you talk about that tough shot from 8 feet. I can knock it down, Coach.
Squared his shoulders up, knocked it down. O'Connell gets it underneath. They collapse on him, and we're going to get a foul on the floor. If that's on Dean, if it's on Dean, it's his 5th. Let's see, and it is. It's on Dean. And look at him. He says, no. Not only is it going to be a 1-and-1, it's going to be the 5th foul on Dean. And mark it down. With 2:51 remaining is when Dean fouled out of the game, and they were up 3 points.
Yeah, coach is saying 33 got him, but he's also saying that it was probably a play-on situation. Oh, he played a heck of a ball game.
Yes, he did.
22 points going to the bench for the Old Lyme Wildcats.
And Oak is at the line with a 1-and-1, and here's a big 1-and-1 right here. It can cut the lead to 1 if he makes them both. First one is good. Where are we going? It's a 1-and-1, boys. We'll get another one.
What does that mean? There's another shot if he makes the first one.
Yes.
That's 1-and-1?
Yes, we should explain that in case my mom's listening. Which she probably is. Love you, Mom. 2-point lead for the Wildcats. Using. Little stutter step. He wanted the cutter. Instead, pulls up for 3. No good. Tipped. And Bakken comes off of it with it. Baseline, O'Connell, kick out, Kane, 3-ball, no good. Nice rebound. And Waterford will reset. 3-ball outside, no good by D'Amico. And out of the pack comes Almy, and Waterford had their chances there.
Yeah, need a shot here, need a good look here if you're Old Lyme. They're going to call timeout, and I don't blame him. The last couple of times down, a quick 3 in the corner, an ill-advised 3 by Using. Let's you know what? Let's check our personnel. Let's see you on the court. Let's set something up where we can get a nice look. Let's go inside, outside, and let's put people in position to make some plays. That's a great timeout.
First of all, I'd like to comment on the Burberry pants being worn there in the huddle for Old Lyme.
Yeah, is that Hogan? That's Connor Hogan.
I was going to say, you're a big time when you got Burberry pants on. That's a fabulous look by him.
Sure.
And I'm going to have to shake his hand afterwards.
But, okay.
You said something very smart, Sports Doctor.
I always do.
Okay, so
all right.
Now,
I sometimes do.
Now for the next 2 minutes and 7 seconds, I'm going to tell you why you're wrong all the time. But no, you said something smart. You said check your personnel. That timeout is because with Dean out of the game, they've got to determine, we know we're going to get into the Using, but they're going to collapse. Who's the other guy we're looking for? They were looking for Dean.
Yeah.
Now what?
Now we got to put where are our guys going to be? Where are the scores going to be? This is what we're going to run, and this is we're going to be patient on this set too. We got 2:07 left. We're up by 2. We don't need to take a bad shot right now.
But who do you want shooting the ball?
I'd like to have Sheffield in the mix and or Using.
Well, Using's going to get it. They're going to collapse on him.
I'm going to find Sheffield.
Okay.
So Sheffield's going to fill that spot to tie Dean on the wing or at the elbow extended on the 3-point line.
All right. There you go. There you go. Sports Doc, that's why you're not,
But I'm also going to tell number 33, don't be afraid to make a play out there and be aggressive.
I'd like to see him catch it, turn it, and shoot it.
Yeah.
And we're going to get a little, we got a little schmutz on the court. A little schmutz.
Sweat?
A little schmutz on the court, that's all. Nothing wrong with that.
So now I don't understand this. When you hit the ball into the woods and the golf course, you say you hit the ball in the schmutz. Now there's schmutz on the basketball court too?
Yeah.
So you're referring to schmutz on the golf course and on the basketball court?
First of all, Sports Doctor,
you tell me if I'm wrong.
I never hit the ball into the woods.
I never slice?
Second of all, when I hit it into the woods, it's not in the schmutz. It's long gone.
Okay.
It's with the Ryan Oak Connells is where it is. Lantern Nation getting into it.
All right, little high screen set here for Dahl.
Looking for the cutter. They're going a little more motion now. Dahl drives, hangs. Great defense by Bakken. Went straight up with him.
Nice job by Bakken, not slamming down and creating a foul.
Kane all the way to the hoop for the basket. Liam Kane ties us at 62.
Wire job here at the X. Minute and a half to go.
Blocked by Bakken. Sheffield had gotten to the rim, and Bakken blocked him again. We're going to get a foul on the floor on Coder, and that's a 1-and-1. And going to the
Ritchie.
line will be Jared Ritchie.
Bakken with the block. Ritchie down there trying to clean up the dirty work and the mess. Will get himself at the free throw line for a 1-and-1.
With 1:26 remaining, these front ends become huge. Sablone back into the ball game, replacing Almi. And the first one is good. Big free throw by Jared Ritchie. Puts the Wildcats up a point. Smooth stroke.
I don't think he hit the rim either one of those shots.
Now let's see what Waterford tries to get for a set here. O'Connell, stutter steps to Kane. Kane loses it in traffic, and Sheffield comes out with it.
A bad turnover there by Kane.
106. Let's see if Old Lyme tries to just take the air out of it.
I think you got to stay aggressive here and get a good look. You don't have to force a shot if you're Old Lyme, but make them come out and play, because if they follow you, you're going back to the line.
Oh, there's O'Connell with a steal. Showtime foul, and he's going to go to the line. O'Connell was going to bring the house down, and Using wisely tied him up.
Using was not going to let Oak dunk that basketball, but there you saw the length of Oak jumping on the pass and creating a turnover and trying to get himself to the free throw line for 2. Wow, that was a big-time play by Ryan O'Connell on the defensive end.
And a huge and wise play by Using, because not only would have O'Connell tied the game, but he would have turned the energy level. The roof would have come off of this place, and he misses the first one. So, they're still going to have the lead. But that's a huge play by Using. Very smart.
Right. And off this, if this is a make, look for Waterford to set up pressure. Quick pressure and quick trap.
Second one is short, and Using
says, I got this.
Brings the rebound down. There's the trap, and Dahl avoids it. Using's wide underneath instead. Turnover and a foul by Dahl, and that's going to send that's going to send D'Amico to the line.
Using was 1-and-1 again. Is it the last free throw in 1-and-1?
Yes, Using was standing under the basket.
Wide open.
No one near him. And that's a little bit of succumbing to the pressure right there.
Yeah, on the road. Got to get your bearings about yourself out there. Got to know where you're at. Situational basketball. Call timeout if you have to.
O'Connell missed them both. What about D'Amico? No good. And Using with another rebound. Waterford's got no one to blame but themselves.
Almost a walk there. Take care of the ball. He called timeout.
We're going to get a timeout here by Old Lyme.
Settle down, Wildcats. Settle down. Bill Bassett wanted to travel. Call timeout if you need to. Full timeout.
3 straight misses from the free throw line by Waterford with a chance to tie the game or go ahead. 3 straight misses. So 64-62 Old Lyme with 33 seconds remaining. Doesn't stop the kids from dancing though. They're ready to go. They want this thing to go into overtime. They want more basketball.
Sure. Well, you got to spread the floor right now if you're Old Lyme. You got to get your shooters on the floor, and you can't turn the basketball over. I got to get a look at the timeout situation. I think Old Lyme has 1 left. A 30-second. They do. They have 1 timeout left. So Old Lyme has got 1 timeout left. So you've got that in your back pocket if you get in trouble. Listen, call timeout if you need to. You don't have to throw the ball away. Don't get rushed. You saw a couple times down here where they kind of lost their sorts or lost their bearings a little bit, and they're lucky that Waterford missed 3 straight free throws. And if you're Waterford, you've got to try and set up the pressure and a situation if you're either down 2, down 3, or down 4 that's got to be talked about in the huddle if you're Bill Bassett.
So Old Lyme will inbound. Waterford's going to set up a little man here, guard the inbound. They get it into Dahl. See if Waterford
Here
tries
comes
to
a trap, yes.
Instead, Using. And the free throws are huge because it's a 2-point
clock.
game. They can make it a 4-point game here, so you're going to have to foul here soon.
A lot of clock. You got to go get him.
Oh, almost a strip by O'Connell. He can't believe it. And Using is going to go to the line to shoot 1-and-1.
A lot of clock there. Was there about 20 seconds to come off the clock right there?
If Using can knock them both down,
18 seconds.
2-possession game. If he makes one, it's a 1-possession game, and if he misses the front end, which he did, and O'Connell comes down with a rebound, Waterford can win this game in regulation. D'Amico underneath, beautiful pass, and the finish by Coderre, and we're tied up at 64, and Old Lyme takes a timeout.
Boy, one team doesn't want to win the game from the free throw line, and the other team doesn't want to win the game from the free throw line. Just like that, tie game.
Lancer Nation's fired up, a beautiful pass. D'Amico somehow found Coderre. The putback eked its way into the basket, tying us at 64, and I think we're going to get a final shot here. Waterford, here's the thing. You want to pressure them, right? You want to try to make it hard, but you foul and they go to the line. So it's a real, it's a very difficult balance right here, and we'll see what referees Bono and Radiccioni do with their whistles.
And if I'm Waterford, I am going to show pressure. I am not going to let Old Lyme bring that ball up the floor unharassed or unsolicited. Yeah, I'm going to show them pressure. And you know what? They've shown that Old Lyme has just about turned the ball over 2 out of that last 3 possessions. So I'm going to show them pressure.
Take a look at that last basket. D'Amico drives and he finds Coderre, and he almost got tipped by Using, and it almost didn't go in the basket, but it all worked out, and the Lancers tie it up.
Fired up.
Here's the problem with and I'm not disagreeing with you. Here's the problem with that. They break it even a little bit.
They're
exposed. Make the one pass. What are you going to do? Nope. They're either going to score a basket to win the game, or you have to foul them, and you're going to put them at the line with not enough time to come the other way.
Oh, they're showing pressure. They're showing man.
It's smart to show it, but you got to be careful. Now they drop out of it a little bit. See, they're smart. Dahl up ahead, picked by O'Connell. 2-1 floater. Overtime. 64-64, and we're going to get some extra basketball.
And Ryan O'Connell, the little pocket pick out there and taking it down, and almost had himself a little New Year's Eve treat.
O'Connell jumped the route. Almost had a chance there.
And you see Oak right here, a little pocket pick this time by the big fella, and then a little kiss, just a little bit short to win the game at the buzzer, but we get extra bonus time here at Waterford High School.
5-minute overtime here at the X. 64-64. 4-minute overtime. And game day is brought to you by Waterford Dental Health. Waterford Dental Health, your smile, your health, their top priority. 177 Boston Post Road or at waterforddentalhealth.com. 4-minute overtime. Next foul, and Old Lyme will be in, Waterford will be in the double bonus.
Yep.
Old Lyme is 2 fouls away, so we're going to see some free throws here in this overtime period. And I think Waterford did it as well as you could do it. They got the steal. They got the guy they wanted to. Credit Using.
Yeah.
You credit Using with being just pesky down there, not letting O'Connell get a good shot off.
Boy, now, how many times have we seen this, Casey, where a team has another team on the ropes, they let this thing get into overtime, and then the team that gets himself into overtime pulls away a little bit.
You see O'Connell's energy on the jump off compared to Using?
Yeah.
O'Connell's is through the roof right now. His energy level, they're going to have a hard. He's going to try to win this thing by himself here in overtime. Waterford running a little weave. D'Amico gets a screen. Now O'Connell. D'Amico.
Using trying to jump every passing lane, and he does, and he forces the turnover with Kane.
Yeah,
But Using Casey, Using coming out now and using his length to try and force the passing lane.
30-second possession with a turnover. Old Lyme's got Using posting up on O'Connell. Spins, finds the cutting Ritchie. Basket is good, and the foul. Beautiful cut by Ritchie. Beautiful look by Using, and the first basket of overtime going to the Wildcats.
That's two-man basketball at its very best right there. Using getting a little more aggressive on the offensive end, and a little dip down to Ritchie at the rim with a chance for a three-point play.
I'm gonna, I'm not to disagree with you. but it's three-man basketball
Yeah.
because the entry pass
Yes.
needs to get
Yep.
made well as well.
Yep.
And that's an important part of it.
Yep.
You have to get that ball into Using
The
in good
recognition.
position.
Yeah, the recognition. Yeah, I told you I was always right.
That's right. Yeah, you weren't wrong. I'm just giving credit to the other guy.
Okay, sure.
I'm just improving upon you. O'Connell for three, no good. Long rebound, though.
Using's going to hustle for that. Long shot, long rebound, son. Go get it.
Lob underneath O'Connell with the alley-oop. D'Amico to O'Connell, and we're tied at 66.
Wait, O'Connell couldn't go from the three-point line down low just like that. 21 points.
Sheffield all the way to the basket with the right and points at his coach. I got this. D'Amico, floater, short, weak side rebound, Dahl. Waterford gets back. So Using will pull it up and send it to Sheffield. And his foot was on the line.
Ah, boy.
Bad, unfortunate turnover. Waterford beneficiary.
The little things, the recognition where you are in the court. Wants to make a play. He's got his foot on the sidelines. Tough break there.
High screen by Coder. Gives it up to Kane, and we have 2 minutes here remaining in the game.
A lot of guys picking up the dribble in no man's land tonight. You notice that?
Straight away, pull up three. Got it! Trevor D'Amico with a triple.
Timeout, Bill Bassett. Let's set up some defense.
And they are fired up here at the X.
Full timeout. Lancer Nation likes it. They're thin in numbers tonight, but they like it. (69-68). Here you see the step back, step in three, straight on, nothing but the bottom of the net. That time from Trevor D'Amico.
I love the square up, Sports Doctor. You catch, you get the shoulders turned. You see some of the Waterford cheerleaders right there doing their thing.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? On February 22nd, they'll be in action. The ECC Cheerleading Championships will be right here on game day. We love the ECC Cheerleading Championships, and these Waterford High School cheerleaders will be a part of it. We saw them last year, and they're going to be cheering on the rest of the way. They're Lancer boys with a 1-point lead. D'Amico, who just knocked down that three, has 12. Ryan O'Connell has 22 to lead the way for Waterford. Ty Dean on the bench with 5 fouls for Old Lyme. He was their leading scorer. Sheffield looking for a screen up top. Drives baseline, hangs, blocked from behind by D'Amico. But
Bowen said he got him in the back of the head a little bit. Like all ball, maybe his elbow caught the back of his head. Sheffield will go to the line. It's 4 fouls on D'Amico.
And more importantly, Sheffield will shoot 2. First one is up and rattles in and out.
Boy, we've seen some horrific free throw shooting down the stretch of this ball game tonight, have we not?
Well, it gets tight, muscles get tight.
Yeah.
Second one is good, and we're tied at 69.
Outside of Richie, who didn't hit the net, hit the rim, it's been pretty shoddy from the free throw line.
Waterford's got to try to get the ball here to Kane, which they do in the corner now. They'll run it up top. You got to be Kane here and O'Connell. Nice screen. Kane drives baseline. Reverse blocked by Using. Out of bounds, and it will be Old Lyme basketball.
Well, Using came on the backside that time and said, not on my watch. Big time play, minute 5 left to go.
Big backside block by Using. And under a minute here to go in overtime. Waterford in man.
Situational basketball here. Know your personnel. Run your stuff.
Dahl, three-pointer, no good. Rebound tipped. Follow is good by Sablone.
Richie kept that ball alive on the offensive glass. I'm sorry, Using kept that ball on the offensive glass.
The sophomore Sablone out of nowhere gives Old Lyme a 2-point lead. O'Connell for three, no good. Tipped, and Dahl with the rebound. Dahl ahead of the pack. All the way, pulls it out. Wise play by Dahl.
Move.
They got to foul Using, and they do.
Yeah.
And he'll go to the line with a chance to put it in a two-possession game. What a big basket by Sablone. And on the other side, a
quick three by Oak.
Tried to bring the house down with a big three ball. And Aiden Using will shoot the basketball. He'll have two shots. First one is up, and it is good.
Oh, boy, that was pure, huh?
Get the replay here. Ball goes up.
Using kept that ball alive.
And Sablone knocks it down in the paint.
And then two big free throws by the big fella. 13 points for Using.
O'Connell in the corner, quick three is good. D'Amico with a triple. Cuts it to one with 10 seconds. A huge basket by D'Amico. What a basketball game.
Hey, Waterford just won't go away.
I'd say both teams right now are scrapping. You said Using keeps it alive. Sablone, the sophomore, with a floater in the lane. Then Using knocks down the two free throws. And in the other direction, D'Amico bangs a three.
Just scrapping.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
And with, that was a good look here.
And D'Amico gets himself free, Casey. And again, the square of the body. That's the key. His three-pointer from the top of the circle and from the baseline. He's got his body squared, coming down on that same level and same plane to knock down the three-point shot.
Yeah, I'm going to give credit to Ryan Bakken, the awareness of the extra pass, right?
Yeah.
Oak kicked to him, and he immediately knew. He knew.
Yep.
Just like the quarterback knows where that receiver's going. He knew he had D'Amico there, and he just that little touch pass, a little touch into the corner.
Yep.
If he had held it even for a split second, they close on D'Amico. So Bakken there gets credit. If this was hockey, they'd both get the assist, O'Connell and D'Amico.
Yep.
So Waterford's going to dial up pressure here. Down a point with 10 seconds remaining. O'Connell stripped it at the end of regulation. Let's see if they run Using long. There's the flash by Using, and he's going to be fouled by D'Amico. And
quick foul. You got to have that. That's 5 on D'Amico.
I believe
that's 5 on D'Amico, yeah.
That's a big loss for Waterford because we're going to see Zawacki back into the ball game. But Using's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Well, I think you need that quick foul. If you're not going to get the initial turnover on the entry pass, you've got to foul.
So 2 for Using.
Yep.
First one's the big one, and it's good.
14 points on the night.
Now this next one will make it a,
three-pointer to tie, yeah.
And that one's good as well. And Old Lyme will call their final timeout. They want to set up their pressure. So now Waterford's down 3. D'Amico's out of the game.
Yeah.
It's O'Connell and Kane.
O'Connell and Kane. That's what it comes down to. And, I'm going to use Ryan O'Connell. I'm going to drive to the rim and then kick to Kane in the corner.
I'm going to disagree.
All right.
How about, depending on what Old Lyme shows you, you get it quick to the basket, you get O'Connell for a layup,
and
you
quick foul.
And you maybe get 4 seconds, and you see if you can get Old Lyme to miss a free throw.
Yeah, but you still have to go to the length of the floor.
Depends on what Old Lyme shows you. Let's see what Old Lyme shows you first, right? If they're in full court,
right,
I agree with you. You're going to have to drive and kick. But if they're half court and I can get the ball up a little bit before the clock starts to run, I'd go right to the basket.
Now, how about if we take that old thing, if you're Old Lyme, if you don't let Waterford get off a free throw and you foul here in the backcourt and they go to the free throw line for 2 free throws. Would you do that?
I would do that, but I'd have to wait. I need to be able to, not until it's 4 seconds remaining.
So you don't want to foul so Waterford doesn't get off a 3-point shot. That's all I'm saying. I need my glasses to talk about this.
You're right, but if
you foul before you get a chance to get a 3-point shot off.
You do, but then if you foul with 4 seconds left in the game, Waterford knocks 2 down, and then you're right back in the same ball game again.
Yeah, so if I'm Old Lyme, I am not going to let Waterford get a 3-point shot off. That's all I'm saying.
No, you're not going to let them shoot a 3. The first thing we got to do right now is establish whether or not we're going to bring full court pressure.
All right. Okay.
If Waterford is in, if Old Lyme shows full court pressure, then I think you're going to have to try to drive and kick.
I am not nearly equipped to call situational basketball like you, because you've got 17 games in the next 3 days, traveling from Bristol to Farmington to Avon
we will
to
go
Colchester
Friday night
with your 8-year-old kids.
Friday night in Groton.
Yeah, okay.
Monday in Bristol. So that's we'll be traveling the state a little bit this weekend.
Yeah. You write that off at tax time for your mileage. You'd be all set. Your car's under recall. You're good. You're good. You're good. You got a good account.
And I'm missing my 2 guard tomorrow night because he's on the ski team, and they're going
In
Mount
Southington,
Snow.
Mount Snow. Okay, there you go.
So when he doesn't play a lot on Saturday, I'll tell him I hope the slopes were fabulous.
Nonetheless, a great basketball game here tonight against 2 very good teams.
All right, here's a screen. Inbound it goes. Bakken gets a screen baseline. Kicks. Kane's going to have a shot, and he knocks it out of bounds with 1:09 left. That was a really bad sequence for Waterford.
Yeah, a lot of moving parts that led to nothing right there.
So Bill Bassett, who is a fabulous inbound X's and O's guy. Bassett's one of the best at drawing inbounds plays. I think you got to free O'Connell up because he's the guy who can rise up and knock it down. Kane's a set shot guy.
Can you bring O'Connell off a double screen and have him catch and shoot at the top of the key?
You can.
Your swinging gate. Let's bring another Jimmy Chitwood thing in here.
Let's not get caught watching the paint drive.
Yeah, that's right.
And just for the record, my kid who's on the ski team, fabulous kid.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
Can't wait to have him back on Saturday.
That's right. He'll be sitting for the first 2 quarters.
No, he'll be right back in the starting lineup on Saturday. Right back in the starting lineup on Saturday. Unless his replacement Friday night just goes, Lou Gehrig on us, and then we're gonna have to have a change. So I think you're right about the double screen. I think you got to try to run O'Connell off of it. And then what you need to do is as O'Connell comes off the double screen, one of the screeners needs to pop out as well.
Yeah.
So that if O'Connell's not there, but I think the difference between him and everybody
There
else
you go.
is
You got a 1-4 set. You got O'Connell down on the block right now. So you're going to picture him coming up through the double screen by Zawicki and Cordair, catching the ball at the top of the circle and shooting. If not, you're going to dive Kane to the corner for 3. You got a couple different options
and
here.
I don't like Using on the ball here. I'd like Using with O'Connell wherever he is. They're denying O'Connell. There's the open look for 3. Good! At the buzzer! Cordair! And we will have double overtime!
Do you dare Cordair for 3? Like I said. Wow, what a big-time shot right there.
They were not going to let O'Connell get the basketball. Cordair was the only option, and the senior knocks it down and sends us into another overtime.
Here we go. There's the double team on O'Connell. Cordair steps in and says, I got your back, coach. Send that one in, Charlie.
And look at the fired up. He's ready to go.
Yeah.
Double overtime.
Fantastic night here at the X.
Now, if you're Waterford, you played last night, you beat Plainfield. Yeah, double overtime in the back of it. Listen, you're 17 years old. You should never get tired.
No, you can't be tired tonight.
Ever. Never get tired.
I don't. Listen, I'm a somewhat close to being a 50-year-old man. I worked an 11-hour shift today, and I'm not tired. You tired?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. Well, you're being honest. You are being honest.
Double overtime.
Man.
What a basketball game we have seen here tonight.
This is why we do this. This is why we do this. A night like tonight is why these camera people and Peter Wappy won't get home till about 1 o'clock this morning.
Little zombie nation
That's
from the
all
PA
right.
system.
Yeah.
And that time O'Connell and Using were going to have a re-jump.
Yeah, re-jump, yeah.
So now to start the game, Using out-jumped O'Connell. In overtime, O'Connell out-jumped Using. To start double overtime, they touched it. It was
That's
equal.
right.
It was tied. O'Connell gets it this time. And Waterford will have the first possession.
Close to the tightrope over there.
Kane. Yep, there's a turnover. Up ahead it goes to Ritchie. And a beautiful hand by Zawacki to strip him, but it'll stay Old Lyme ball.
I thought Ritchie got hit there. I thought that was a foul. I saw a little bit of arm on that right there. It's a good take by Ritchie.
Mike DeMauro says that Kane's got to do a better job protecting the basketball, and he's absolutely correct. Jump shot, no good. Gets his own rebound. Follow, no good. Sablone had multiple chances. And tipped by Using. Waterford basketball. The Old Lyme turning up the defensive pressure here. I like that.
Yeah.
All the way to the basket, hanging and scoring is Zawacki.
A delay game warning here? No.
No, the ball just got.
All right.
And Zawacki did what you're supposed to do, which is leave it alone. And so, official Bono.
Right, Bill Bassett coaching up his team right now. Let's play some D. He wanted to get his team to 4-5. Back-to-back wins. This is one of the best teams they've played all year. Be one of the best wins they've had all year.
It will be their best win, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's a walk. Yep, they got Sablone. Happy feet. Sablone rocking the Sideshow Bob look from The Simpsons.
Oh, boy. Cease to amaze me.
Oh, O'Connell had Bakken. Basket is good, and the foul. Ryan O'Connell to Ryan Bakken, and the Lancers have a 4-point lead.
And that's a little hustle point there. Lunch pail play by O'Connell, hitting the floor, hitting the deck, finding the cutting quarterback to the rim. Go figure that one, partner.
I spent the entire all fall he spent delivering the passes.
Yeah.
That time he was the
Makes
recipient.
the cut.
And the free throw is generous. And hard to believe it, but a 5-point Waterford lead here in overtime.
Yeah.
And with both teams in the double bonus, you know Waterford's just going to take the air out of it
Yes.
the best they can.
Absolutely.
And with a 5-point lead, they can give up a basket here and
Right.
still take the air out of it. Dahl loses it, but it's recovered by the Wildcats. Now Using. Fancy, but nothing there.
Good
Great
job by Oak.
Oak.
Yeah, good long arms by Oak. Not giving him any space.
Sheffield is short on a three-pointer, and a big rebound by Zawacki, and a foul over the back by Ritchie, and he'll shoot two.
That was a tired shot that time by Sheffield. You could tell no legs in it, a little short. And a rebound by Waterford, and they can sense victory.
That's 5 on Jared Ritchie, and he will go to the line is Zawacki. He'll shoot two. And, you know, how many times do you see in a game like this where one team finally just collapses? And
Yeah, it looks like it.
The overtime is a 12-point victory or something like that. Right now, Old Lyme is on the brink. And if Zawacki can knock these down, and the first one is good,
Yeah. This could be a 3-possession game right here with this make.
blink of an eye.
Yeah.
And then every time you miss a shot, if you're Old Lyme,
Yeah, you're gonna
have to foul. So, 6-point game here at the X. Waterford.
Not once, but twice. Waterford knocked down threes under the gun at the wire to send the game into overtime and double overtime. And again, we talk about that. Once a team fights and claws their way back into a game to get into overtime, they usually win. Well, it may just happen, but it took them an extra period to get there.
I'll tell you what, I think that D'Amico's shot to send us into overtime didn't, but I think
The Cordaire's shot, yeah.
took the wind out of Old
Yeah.
Lyme. I think when they had a good plan in place with D'Amico out of the game, they were going to double O'Connell. They did a great job of that.
Kane didn't get a sniff of the ball, nothing.
And then to have Codaire knock it down, I really do think it took the life out of the sails. Now you got the double bonus. You got Ritchie out of the game as well. So they're without Ty Dean. They're without Jared Ritchie. Guys are fouling out. Yeah, it's a tough spot right now. Now,
Listen, you hit the nail on the head. You're gonna have to make a basket. You know, you're gonna if Waterford makes this free throw, you're down 3 possessions. You need to score every single time you get the basketball. If you're Old Lyme, you see some of the body language right now on the bench. They are a little down.
and Waterford now can play aggressive defensively again because you don't care if you give up a foul. Back iron, no good, and they're not going to foul on the rebound.
No.
That was smart. Using the other way. Using blocked from behind by O'Connell. O'Connell off to the races. Shoot time! And the foul Ryan O'Connell bringing the house down at the X.
Well, I'm not too sure that the basket would count there. Look at the foul was on the floor, but it certainly looked pretty. Coach wants an explanation. It's not the NBA. I don't blame him looking for an explanation on that one.
And there goes Brady Sheffield, the third Wildcat to foul out of the game. 3 of the starting 5 has fouled out. O'Connell's up to 23, and he's been waiting on that dunk all game long.
Yep, Sheffield was saying it was on the floor.
And hard to believe, but if he knocks this thing down, it's going to be a 9-point game. Let's take a look at that dunk and see where that foul is.
You see the leak out by O'Connell. You see Sheffield, maybe a little push from behind on the floor. But I call it a play on. I call it a good dunk.
Knocks it down, and hard to believe, all of a sudden it's 9.
9-0 run. 9-0 run.
Dahl drives, stripped, and we're going to get a foul on the floor. They're going to get O'Connell for the reach. Active hands by O'Connell tonight.
Yeah, he's played a, you know what? He has played a heck of a ball game. I would imagine, what does he have, 23 points? I would imagine, like you said, at least 15 rebounds.
I would not be surprised if he ends up 20-20, which he's done a couple of times already.
Yeah, I was talking to Peter Wappy after the last game he saw Waterford play, and he mentioned the fact that Ryan Bakken was their leading rebounder in that game, and he said, you know, Oak has got to be more active, and he's got to lead the way in the paint. We talked about it in the open, some of the keys to the game.
Yeah, he's got to get
down low.
He's got to get every rebound. That's what his mentality is. He wants every rebound. Old Lyme dials up some pressure now. Waterford taking its time. There's Bakken. They're going to try to trap. There's the spot to trap, and instead we're going to get a foul on Using.
Yeah, Using thought Jawacki fell down. Got him a little bit, Aiden. You didn't, a little touch foul there. But you're still at a 3-possession game with 1:48 left to go in this game. Old Lyme won't have enough touches to get back in this game if Waterford could not. All Waterford's got to do is knock out the free throws.
One, but knock down one.
Yeah.
You got 2 at the line, and there's the first miss by Zawacki. Just knock this one down.
Yeah.
If every time you get fouled, you knock one down, it will be difficult for them unless they just get 3-pointers, turnover, kind of, just knock this one down. But there's that miss.
Yeah.
You can't miss them both. Can't have empty possessions. Using spins, and the basket is good. And Waterford's got to be careful here. It's 5.
Come get that. You got to trap that. You got to be quicker.
And a turnover is going to happen. They're not
That's
going to
10
get it
seconds.
over. Oh, what a beautiful call by Bill Bassett to call the timeout. He saw that one coming.
Well, I thought that was close to being 10 seconds.
I said you got to be careful here because, you're going to give up easy baskets and have empty sets. Then you can't turn. Listen, you got to do
Listen, if
one
they would
of
have turned the
3.
ball over there, you said you cut the lead to 3 or
So
2.
You got to do one of 3 things. You either can't have empty sets, you can't turn it over, and you can't give up easy baskets.
Yeah. Aiden Using right here. Casey strong to the rim. And the hoop, the big fella.
Nine-point lead right back to him.
And they almost did that right there. They almost.
So Kane will inbound. Bakken, and then quick foul by Jacob Ritchie. And that's going to send Bakken to the line. And here's the, you got to make
I don't know if Coach wanted to foul there. He's doing a little coaching over there. He's saying just let the trap happen before you foul him. That's good coaching right there.
Yeah, Bakken's got to knock at least one of these down, though. Here's,
They
had the empty set last time. Let's see what they do here. First one's up. That was good. No, not even the rim. You said, didn't even hit the rim, right?
Yeah.
And I like the confidence, right? Get it and up. There was no messing around.
No
on the
thinking.
free throw. No.
Don't think.
No, Sports Doctor's a big fan of the no thinking approach.
Yeah, the Mark Wahlberg approach. Just get up and hit it. Just. Thanks, Keith.
Second one is good. Big free throws by Ryan Bakken. Other way, Almy for 3. Got it. John Almy.
Big shot right there. Set up your pressure.
Using going to get called for the foul, and Coach K's pogo sticking it over there. He thought Using had the had the strip. And the lead's only 4. That would have been big. Listen, 1:15 remaining. This thing's not over yet.
No, it's not.
I said Old Lyme might fold up tents. I give them credit. They are doing the opposite. They are battling. Big 3 by Almy, the sophomore.
Yep.
Zawacki, who missed 2 his last time at the line, knocks that one down.
He figured it out. No thinking. Just catch and shoot.
3 dribbles, a spin, and a shot. That one's short. Using with another rebound. Speaking of the 20 rebound club.
Yeah.
Dahl for 3. No good. Dahl keeps it in bounds. Saves it. It's lost. And a great job by Using, stepping in front of the pass.
Need a 3.
Dahl, short. Just time right now, though. Time is the enemy of Old Lyme.
I thought that was Waterford basketball right there.
The problem with that possession.
Right,
the problem with that possession for Old Lyme was they just lost too much
seconds.
clock.
Yeah.
Too much clock. Dahl, foul, and the basket. Ray Dahl cuts the lead to 3. Can you
I can't believe it's a 1-possession game.
He makes this basket. Waterford's going to have to make free throws.
They had a 9-point lead in overtime with, 2:05 left to go?
Yeah, I know it's double overtime, but when's the last high school game you saw 87-85?
What a basketball game.
87-85. They're going to get that ball in O'Connell's hands. Lob up ahead, dangerous. Right back to him, pump fake, and a hard foul. Smart by Dahl, but a dangerous pass by O'Connell. He used all of Zawacki's 6'1" frame.
Bill Bassett will go from gray to grayer that much quicker with his senior star making plays like that.
2 shots for O'Connell. He needs to make at least 1. First one is good, and here becomes the one to make it a 2-possession game. But I'm serious. When's the last time you saw 88-85 in a high school game? That's a lot of points tonight, even with the double overtime.
Hillhouse game a few years ago in a state championship maybe against Weaver.
Yeah, but we didn't do it.
Yeah, that's right.
But we might see it in a couple at the 28th.
Yeah.
East Catholic Windsor.
Big set here. Need a quick 3.
Using, no good. Rebound by Dahl. Almy for 3. Short. O'Connell comes down with it. He ain't giving it up. And with a 4-point lead, and O'Connell will shoot 2, and fittingly, O'Connell will be at the line with a chance at this point to ice the basketball game.
What a great, not a good high school basketball game, but a great high school basketball game tonight.
And the energy that Waterford will take from the back-to-back wins, Plainfield and this.
Yeah, huge.
This would be the time in the when you look 10 games, when you go to the tournament, circle this game and see what they do from here.
Yeah. Is this one of those turning points of a season where a team finds out what they're made out of a little bit?
It certainly might be. And on the other side of things, circle it if you're Old Lyme and say, we played with the best, and we stood there, we got to finish. Dahl with a long 3, no good. Waterford with a rebound. And they're going to hold off, no fouls. And your final at the X, 91-85. And Lancer Nation recognizes a great basketball game when they see it. And they come over to congratulate their fellow Lancers. Bill Bassett, a fabulous job tonight, coaching them up. And that guy, Ryan O'Connell, we know he scored in the 20s in points. He might have had 20 rebounds. We're going to have to see. But a big, big game for O'Connell. Game Day is a production of The Day Publishing Company. If you'd like to support Game Day and help us continue to bring you the best in Connecticut high school sports, please consider purchasing a print or digital subscription to The Day at theday.com/subscribe. To participate as a sponsor of any Game Day event during the winter season, please contact Eric Palmer e.palmer at theday.com or call 860-701-4207 to become a sponsor of any winter game day event. The Sports Doctor's got Bill Bassett and a happy group of Waterford Lancers.
Head coach Bill Bassett and a happy group of Waterford Lancers tonight. Coach, first of all, talk about the medal your team had tonight, back-to-back nights to come out and get a big victory here.
Yeah, what I'll say about this team is this team has been battling. It's been battling. I mean, our record might not show, but we've been battling. And we needed a night like this to show ourselves what we're capable of.
Is this the best win you guys had this year?
This is the most grind out, you dig deep win we've had in a while, and we did a good job.
Now, coming off the game last night against Plainfield, and then what's the message going into not only the first overtime but the second overtime? Is there tired? Is there fatigue? Or is it a will to win?
These guys, I'll tell you what, these guys had a will to win. I had to almost reel them in a little bit. They were that amped up, and they knew, let's keep going, let's keep going. They believed. They believed it was what we needed.
So not only one three-point shot to get the game into overtime, but the second three-point shot to get the double overtime. The improvisation of the offense, obviously the ball was going to go to O'Connell in the corner, but then this guy to my left steps up and knocks down his shot. Owen Corday. So when things break down, is there any thinking in that, or is it a catch-and-shoot situation?
In that situation, I knew I had to make a clutch shot, and I stepped up for my team. These guys battled all night, and I'm really proud of them.
Yeah. And, Bill, you got to like the way you've got some different moving parts here coming together a little bit. You talk about a team with maybe not one true superstar, but a lot of guys, and I think maybe you guys are figuring things out a little bit.
I think the guys on this team are really starting to figure out what they need to do to win.
Yeah. Now, when you look back, you would go into the season a little bit. Is this possibly could be a turning point for this Lancer team?
I expect it to be. I expect it to be. These guys are playing hard. I want to keep going that way.
This is a great win tonight. I know the crew's tired. Are the guys tired? Are you guys fired up or what? Fired up. Great. Hey, listen, Waterford 4-5, defending state champs. Good job tonight, Bill.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
All right. Good job, Bill.
Well, we've got exciting action coming your way on game day, and if tonight was any indication, the best is yet to come. Our next broadcast will be on January 21st. That is Tuesday, New London at NFA in the classic battle of the two premier girls teams in the ECC. And then the big showdown, East Catholic at Windsor boys basketball. Boy, are we excited to bring that to you. In addition to our schedule, Killingly at Montville, the surprising Montville Indian boys basketball team, and Fitch at NFA, which right now appears to be the top two dogs in the ECC boys battle. And of course, wrestling, cheerleading, basketball, lots to come here on game day.
Boy, what a game. A lot of highlights from tonight's ball game. I mean, a double overtime set. Just a wonderful basketball game. Owen Cordair, one of the heroes of tonight, finishing at the rim. Casey, it was just back and forth all night long.
Yeah, that tied it up, and from there you see the strip by O'Connell. We thought maybe at an end of a regulation, but a great job by Using denying it, and that sent us into our first overtime.
Yeah, Ryan O'Connell played a heck of a ball game tonight. Using no quit, no died, backdoor to Richie that time to hoop in the harm.
And we thought there that maybe Old Lyme had a little something going, but at the end of the basketball game, O'Connell had a little bit too much, and you see him there scoring underneath the basket. Waterford pretty much the entire time. You just kept the energy level up throughout.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is a Sheffield at the rim. This is one of these games where you thought Waterford was down and out, then you thought Old Lyme was down and out, and teams making plays. And again, I think we both kind of written off Old Lyme a little bit in that double overtime, and they came back and got back into the set.
And that was that beautiful save. Sablone picked up the loose ball and put Old Lyme up 71-69.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the play that sent it into double overtime, Codair with a dagger there to send it into the double OT. And then we thought Waterford was going to run away with it in that second overtime.
Yeah.
As they jumped out early, O'Connell with the look underneath to Bakken with the foul. And we really thought at this point that Waterford was going to kind of put their foot down. But Old Lyme didn't quit, and then, of course, the Thunder.
Yeah, send it in, big fella. And he is not afraid to ham it up with the kids in the student section, is he not?
But Old Lyme wouldn't go away.
Yep.
Using with that strong basket, you pointed out, that's exactly what he needed to do.
Yeah. Yeah, Using asserted himself. I'm proud of both these teams. They both played very, very well.
Almy knocked down the three, and suddenly it was back to a one-possession game. And, we really thought that maybe Waterford was going to miss the opportunity, but ultimately they were able to weather the storm, knock their free throws down, and come out of this thing with a big victory here tonight over a previously undefeated Old Lyme team. Just a great effort all the way around, 91-85. Waterford on top.
Yeah, very good high school basketball game, played at a very high level. Again, some free throw shooting, a little spotty in areas, but, both teams battling, and both teams, I think, kind of figured out where they're at a little bit tonight. I mean, Old Lyme knew this was going to be a test. They're undefeated. The shoreline's a little down. Whenever you come in here and play, it's going to be a tough out. And I think Bill Bassett, he talked about in the postgame, he's starting to figure out what he's got a little bit in the team and the trust that they have for each other, for different guys knocking down shots. I saw that a little bit tonight with the Lancers.
Yeah, Kane, D'Amico,
Yeah.
Coder, different guys on top of O'Connell.
Yeah.
I think if you're Old Lyme, what you're saying is if we're going to win a state championship, this is the kind of game we're going to have to win.
Yep.
So that we're going to be playing a team like this
Yeah.
in a hostile environment who's going to keep
Yep.
coming at us. We have to find a way to close this one out
No doubt.
if we want to be state champions. But if you're Waterford, you heard him say it, this needs to be the trampoline
Yeah.
for them to spring forward. They got to rattle off some wins. They're done with NFA.
Yep.
And there is no other team in the ECC that they can't win against.
Yeah.
But there's going to be some battles in there.
No, and you've mentioned this on your previous broadcast against NFA. They're going to get anybody's best shot because you're the defending state champ. So it doesn't matter who they play or where they play. And again, they're done with NFA, but it doesn't matter if it's Montville, if it's Plainfield. It's Old Lyme. Waterford is going to take everybody's right hand every night.
And it's going to be the best. And we'll give you our best on game day. Join us on the 21st, New London at NFA girls, the New London Whaler girls, right now the class of the ECC on Childhood Cancer Awareness Night.
Great night here at Waterford High
Gold
School.
Game, yeah, great night. Thank you to the Garaya family for joining us at halftime. Thank you to Andy Walker and all of the people here at Waterford High School for putting on such a special event. And we want to thank them for this very special night. The Gold, all donations to Camp Rising Sun. It was a beautiful night here and a fabulous game, 91-86. For the sports doctor, Keith O'Brien, Mike DeMauro, Peter Wappy, and the crew, I'm Casey O'Neill. Good night, everybody.